But if it wasn't for the SH Figuarts, the Black Series BB-8 would probably be my favorite. This bobble-headed... Oh, no! Okay, people, for the end of the year, I thought, to hell with it. A lot of people ask, they want to see the display, and honestly, it's been a damn mess this whole year. But last week, I finally got in here, added another shelf. If you've watched the video from, how many years ago was it? It's been a few. There wasn't quite this many shelves. This display was originally for DC Universe Classics and then Marvel Legends, so they were further apart. I'm squashing your head. I've brought them down to the size of Star Wars Black Series. I can fit more on here. And even then, I'm going to need more room soon. I even had to move my Masters of the Universe shelf out, and I think this was SH Figuarts, some MAFEX, and some extra Star Wars stuff. That is all Star Wars now. But let's just go through the whole let's just go through the whole thing. First of all, I have the vintage carded Star Wars Black Series stuff just lined all the way across the top, which is unfortunate because I don't have any more room for Empire Strikes Back in here. Yeah, another reason to steal another bedroom from the kids or something. There's the Celebration retro card X-Wing Luke, the Celebration Episode 1 retro carded Obi-Wan and Maul, and then the San Diego Comic-Con vintage inspired Fett. The Ceremony Leia on Power of the Force card, yeah, that's a custom. That's awesome. But then for the top shelf, there's villains, and you can see that I've kind of double layered some of them. Basically what this is this is all my leftover figures that I like and dig, and then they're in front of figures that aren't so great. And then down here on the end, in that bookshelf, that's my main display figures. I got a Vader looming on every shelf. That's just the first one. The vintage inspired colors for Forlom and Zuckuss. Some sequel stuff, some Kylo Ren, some Knight of Ren. Dr. Aphra. I still haven't read those stories, so I'm not sure how entwined she is with the rest of this crew, but she looks good. I like the design, and I dig the droids. The Black Series Boba Fett is in front of the SH Figuarts Boba Fett. Imperial Officers, an Emperor Palpatine, the SH Figuarts with a... no, that is the stock hood. We'll get to that in a second. Another Vader that looks like a Black Series one. An Interrogator droid and a bootleg Shadow Trooper. I love that thing. In fact, I love it so much there's one in the main display. Some model kits, R2 units, R5 unit. Darth Revan, there's my SH Figuarts Count Dooku that has so many mods to it. Black Series Biker Scout and Death Star Trooper, another Bandai model kit, and then there's the Royal Guards. Well, that's Black Series. That's the little teeny tiny SH Figuarts one. And I put that beside the Black Series IG units because they're off in nowhere. You stay there because you're bad. Bad. But you can tell this space was originally for Build-A-Figures and taller superhero type figures, and I don't know why I kept it like that, but it works out for the Tauntaun, the Probe Droid, the model kit K2SO. There's Pete and the old Luke. Hopefully he gets replaced soon. 3D printed skulls that work really well if I ever need like diorama pieces or something. Model kit R5. That poor shrimpy Black Series R5 behind him. Black Series Leia with a custom head I haven't put on it, and then same for Ben, except I actually got the head on there because there is Ghost of Obi-Wan behind him. Same for Luke. That Tatooine Luke is just bad. SH Figuarts Han with a custom head. I actually ended up with two SH Figuarts Han. I was at Lobo Comics in Albuquerque, and they had an extra for cheap, so I thought, yeah, I can always use more Hans. I have a feeling if Hasbro doesn't give me Cobb Vanth, that other Han back there is going to get customized. Black Series Ceremony Luke, and he's hiding, of course, that one. That is the SH Figuarts C-3PO in front of the model kit, and there's nothing wrong with the model kit. I've just got to conserve some space. I gotta leave some room. But the model kit R2 definitely deserves covering up that Black Series. Hasbro, at this point, you've made your money off these astromechs. You need a new, bigger, more accurate mold. Snowspeeder Luke got a custom head from Casting Cave. I love that thing. The Hasbro 2-pack of the brown coat Han and that Leia. Again, I'll say it. That Leia is one of the better figures in the whole line. Custom R2 unit in front of the Hoth Trooper, and then who is that handsome devil? The Archive Yoda with the better face printing. He's covering up the very old Black Series Yoda, and then is there a model kit back there? There you go. I like that Luke, but the main display, whew, that only gets one version of each character on a shelf. So, yeah, if not for the SH Figuarts Luke, that would be the Luke on the shelf, I think. Bespin Leia, Bespin Han from the SDCC pack, I think. There's a custom Ugnaught. Again, it's one of those things I wish I had a better display space. The Amazon Chewbacca, I think, is my favorite. He's got that hair tuft on top. It just works. Another custom R5. If I had my way, I'd have a whole shelf of those damn things. And then the Bandai model kit, Han and Luke has a custom head on him too. Some custom Boba Fett's here under the San Diego Boba Fett. And the only reason I haven't opened that up is because of this custom. Bald Boba Fett before we knew he was Bald Boba Fett. There's the holiday special cartoon inspired Boba Fett, the Boba Fett 1313, and then the model kit Boba Fett hiding back there. Moving across and peeling back a little bit, it's weird because I don't really have them in a specific order. I kind of have movies together, but there's no rhyme or reason why I put the movies like they were. It's kind of A New Hope, and then Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi is way down here. But then in between, some of the prequel stuff, and even some sequel stuff, and some cartoons, and then Mandalorian. So it may be driving you nuts right now, believe me. I'm working on it. Inquisitor Thrawn, and then the Rebels crew. Most of those are updated photo reels from the past couple of months. It's just nice to have the whole crew. Now we need later seasons when they're updated looks and everything. That's a badass Luke, right? With the cloak and the lightsaber. But you start looking, and it's that first one with the scary vintage-looking face. You bring that cloak down over the eyes, and I really like the mouth and nose on it. And then the Mandalorian stuff, or Mandalorian adjacent, I guess. I think that's the model kit Death Trooper hanging out back there. The SH Figuarts Mandalorian. With the neck extension, it makes it better. A custom Beskar Mandalorian I got before the Black Series one came out. The Jawa, the Tusken Raider, the Credit Collection Cara Dune. And I have her over here because, one, that's the only credit collection I've opened, and two, the other Cara Dune's over there. We'll get to that. A plethora of Grogus. There's a custom, and the... Oh, God, what did that come with? It came with this. Oh, it came with the Mission series, didn't it? There's two Black series. There's another custom one. The Heavy Mando, the Armorer. I have Zuvio in there because he appeared, or at least part of his patrol showed up in The Mandalorian, so it fits. He's got a place now. A custom Remnant Stormtrooper, but front and center there is the Incinerator Trooper, just the badass of that episode. So much attitude. A custom Lothcat. How many times did we see this in the series? At least a couple, right? There's the Target Remnant Stormtrooper hanging out back there, and then the Black Series Mando. I don't remember where I got this doorway, but it's a perfect background for my Rebel Trooper. Then there's a Minoc hanging up there, probably chewing on the power cables. If you watch my last playdate, you know what these are. These damn Fwoosh Troopers and Fwoosh droids. I mean, knocked it out of the park. I love this. I had to set up its own display. And then below that's my battle droids and my... what is that? I don't remember where the Destroyer's from. It's from an older Hasbro line before the Black Series, but it just happened to be 6-inch-ish. It's older and a bit brittle, though, and those like to sag down. It needs some work. And then that's the model kit battle droid with Stap. Little Easter egg. The SH Figuarts Qui-Gon Jinn, a Darth Maul Black Series with a custom head. SH Figuarts Obi-Wan, and then behind him is hiding the Black Series Obi-Wan, Episode 1. That is a Black Series C-3PO with the Molotov paint pen chrome thing. I don't know, it came out cool, so I threw it in the display. Behind that is another Obi-Wan. Ahead of that is another Obi-Wan, and what is that? No, that's the SH Figuarts. That's the Black Series Anakin. Another Vader lurking back there. The SH Figuarts Padme. Is that a Walgreens Black Series Clone Wars Obi-Wan? So many Obi-Wans. He's gonna need his own display someday. Black Series Mace Windu and the Black Series Jango back there. The Black Series Kit Fisto, and this will bring up questions in a minute when we see Plo Koon over in the main display. It's because I really like that. I feel like that's a perfect representation of Plo Koon. This, to me, seems a little bit short, so he's over here. It doesn't mean I hate it. Doesn't mean I even dislike it. Someday I would like to take that head and hands, put it on a different body. There's a custom clone back there behind the SH Figuarts Prequel Yoda. And then the Commanders. Fox was GameStop, and then there's Gree and Bly and Wolf and Rex and Cody, custom R2 unit, and then Captain Locke. 3 custom clones from the Clone Wars cartoons. I just like the color scheme, especially since, well, there's Gree, but there's not a lot of green in the clones, at least on my shelf. There's a custom I made before the Walgreens one came out, so he gets relegated over to here. SH Figuarts Anakin and Obi-Wan. And then behind him is the Black Series Obi-Wan, but with a custom cast and cave head. I love the head. I like it better than the SH Figuarts, but I don't like that body back there. So They kind of flip around. Then there's most of the wave that we just got at Walmart. For some reason, Thrawn's podiums are down here. Why aren't they up there? There's another Death Trooper hiding out behind a Clone Wars inspired Darth Maul custom I made. And there's always a Deadpool hiding. Some more customs I received in my P.O. box. This is the Damaged Trooper and Vader shelf, along with a model kit Vader that has nowhere else to go. Sweeping back all the way down, there is the Rogue One crew, all with custom eBay heads. Unfortunately, you get back from the light a bit. I have a light mounted on top of my camera right now, and the shadow from the top light destroys the back row on this one. So someday I'd like to get some LEDs, put them in here or something, or fix it. I don't know how. Because in normal lighting, you can't see that K2SO hanging out back there. Another Vader, but he was in Rogue One, so it works out. He can keep Krennic from choking on his aspirations. The Solo crew coming across. Chewie has to kind of kneel down to get back there, though. We need a matching Kira to go with that Han, or a matching Han to go with that Kira. Infus Nest, and yes, that's an Apex Legends figure back there. It kind of matches the aesthetic. Mud Trooper, I need a couple of more of those with some tank drivers to go up here. Then we kind of run into some sequel stuff. I've got all the sequel stuff on another shelf down here. But these, I don't know, these are extras and customs that I like looking at as I'm sitting here at the desks. The R5P8, the Mr. Bones, the Crimson Corsair. And then that's one of my favorite Rays, and I always laugh at this Han, diaper butt. But if it wasn't for the SH Figuarts, the Black Series BB-8 would probably be my favorite. This bobble-headed, oh no! But it bobbles and bounces, and yeah, it's just a fun figure when it's not destroying the rest of the shelf. There's a custom trophy wall I got off eBay recently. I love that as a backdrop. Then some custom figures in front of that. The Walmart exclusive Luke Skywalker in Jedi gear. Then Lando Skiff-Guard, Fwoosh. Come across to Jabba, who also has a custom throne. It's a nice detail. I love everything about this. But now I need another one of those, too, to go up on this shelf. So much stuff to go up on the Mando shelf. Black Series Leia in the... Someday, I'd like to replace the head or something. But then the Black Series Salacious Crumb. I have a custom one up here. It's Black Series Jabba. He matches the Black Series Salacious. So if I ever do a custom paint job on him, I'll bring this one back down. But then there's the MAFEX C-3PO and R2-D2. I think that's the... Yeah, that bastard figure. I finally got in there and glued the joints together. It just needed it. It's a good looking figure. It just doesn't work worth a damn. But the R2 is fantastic. Gamorrean Guard, probably one of my favorite figures in the line. The Black Series Jawa, and then a 3 3/4 inch Jawa that I kind of consider his son. He's taken him out. Hey, how about a day at Jabba's palace? There's the MAFEX Boba Fett from Return of the Jedi. Fantastic figure, but he's not in the Hall of Great Figures because there can be only one. Yet another custom R5 unit, and then we get into Return of the Jedi, which for something very sparse. That's okay. That's room to expand, right? And Return of the Jedi anniversary is coming up in a few years. Hopefully we have more figures. Another Darth Vader looming back there that isn't Return of the Jedi accurate, but he's back there. Wait a second, what's this C-3PO doing on here with his red eyes? I stuck that up there because I plan on making a custom C-3PX out of this, since he looks all evil. The SH Figuarts Luke with a custom head. And this is essentially the HasCon indoor set and the wave that came with the same figures, just dressed differently. Actually, that's a Bespin Han with a custom jacket. The other Han's hiding behind him, and then there's that same Han without the coat. And this doesn't match the look. This is more Empire Strikes Backsy, I guess. But there's the Coda Bakia 1/10 scale statue of Yoda and his Force Ghost. Leia in indoor gear, Luke in his indoor gear. Coming across to the Ewoks, that's custom Wicket. Hopefully we'll have an official one of those soon from some company. Leia without her poncho, which I just think is a good look. And then this same Luke on the speeder bike. I actually feel like I nailed the pose of him riding really, really fast, and that'll probably never move from that position ever again. This disc that I haven't pulled down yet is actually Masters of the Universe Classics Wind Raider. The base I screwed to the wall and then I stuck the stand in it, and it stayed forever, but now this whole corner's become Star Wars, and I kind of want to take this 3D printed Rancor skull and do some kind of trophy thing. Down here on the bottom of the display, and some people will take that as, oh, Robo hates the sequels, but I don't. This is just the biggest space I had to put all of these figures in. I absolutely love that Figuarts Han and Luke. I wish they'd do a Leia now because that Black Series is a little bit rough. The troopers I got, the Praetorian Guards hanging out in the back. Eventually, I'd like to make that throne room-esque, have that red curtain background back there with some lights behind them. That'd look cool. The MAFEX BB-8 is no slouch. Then we move up to the troopers. With that, I have lighting rigged up, LEDs, to make these cheap-ass Walmart bookshelves look a little bit fancier and work a little bit better. There's SH Figuarts, there's model kits, there's Black Series. They're just mixed and match, maybe some customs here and there. Like I was saying in the community tab the other day, we have the Black Series Grunt and we have the Black Series Squad Leader. Now we need the Captain. And I have the model kit up there at the top, but man, those decals don't work worth a damn. I think I'm going to end up with an Archive Grunt and then paint the blue and the yellow on them. How'd you get turned? There's even a custom Ghost Death Trooper. And there's the hero shelves. Again, this is just my favorite figures. What I feel are the best looks for each character and my favorite characters. Can you tell I kind of lean A New Hope a bit? This is actually the Amazon C-3PO that comes in pieces with Chewbacca. I like it the best, even over the Figuarts, over the model kit. But the SH Figuarts R2 takes it. Again, this guy popping up, what is his deal? That's my favorite version of Rey, and probably, I feel like that's the best looking action figure of Rey we've gotten. Ahsoka from that newest series alongside the photoreal Rex. There's Qui-Gon with a custom casting cave head. I would put the matching Obi-Wan, but again, I have this Obi-Wan here. It's hard to beat the SH Figuarts Luke and Leia, though, especially just standing there beside each other. It's just a good look. I mean, it kind of nails it. SH Figuarts Han, again, with a custom casting cave head, next to SH Figuarts Chewbacca, who I feel like may be a bit small, but the overall look is better than the Black Series. We need some more options for Lando. Figuarts Anakin next to the Black Series Padme. Again, I know it's controversial, but I like the Black Series more than the Figuarts there. Same for the Figuarts Mace. He's just got some attitude to that face. I don't know why I'm on this shelf. I'm no hero. I just play one on TV. And I know that's not the redeemed version of Kylo Ren, but that's the closest we have. Mom? Some custom Force Ghosts from John Walker Customs there on the back, along with Plo Koon, with my arm swap with the First Order Stormtroopers. Again, I just like that overall look. I like the size of Plo Koon. He's tall enough. He's thick enough. The colors, yeah. It's just great. Dak and Wedge hanging out back there. And yes, here's another thing. I bitched and moaned about this SH Figuarts Beskar Mando, and then he ends up in the main display. After raising the head up a bit, it just looks good. I mean, especially next to the Black Series Cara Dune. The SH Figuarts IG-11 may be big, but whew, that's a hell of a figure. And even the SH Figuarts Grogu made it over here because, again, on this shelf, I go for the overall look, the display factor. They may not play well, but they look good. Another custom R2 unit, Akbar. Why wouldn't he make it over here? And then Cal Kestis. I don't have a lot of connection to him, but it's a good looking action figure. And then the villain shelf. Why wouldn't they be on top? They're the most colorful, they're the most interesting. They're my favorites. I love these guys, but I really, really love these guys. There's another one of those bootleg Shadow Stormtroopers, just looking all badass. Although he may have to move because of broke my own rule, and there's the model kit Shadow Stormtrooper peeking out back there. Or maybe they need to stay back there in shadow, looking all shadowy. Again, Gamorrean Guard, one of my favorite figures in the Black Series, alongside the Black Series Count Dooku. Say what you will about the SH Figuarts, the Black Series nails it. Right out of the package, put it on the shelf, you're done. I didn't realize how much shadow that big old cowboy had cast. But then there's the SH Figuarts Battle Droids, both versions, and even with the Elvis Pelvis, I still like that better than the Black Series. Evil! The SH Figuarts Darth Maul, why wouldn't he be in there? The SH Figuarts Emperor in Chair, and even though I hate that his feet are dangling off like a 6-year-old, he had to go up here. And I did get a hood from Casting Cave so I could display both Emperors at the same time. Come on, Bandai. Figuarts Darth Vader, look at it with the top light. That just sets it off. SH Figuarts Kylo hanging out right there alongside an Anakin with a custom head on it. In the back, a model kit Stormtrooper with a white pauldron, along with the MAFEX Shore Trooper and Death Trooper. Model kit Biker Scout is too clean, but he has a presence to him. Another trooper, Royal Guard hanging out back there. MAFEX Phasma, she's the shiniest. She's the tallest. She's just the best looking. Another controversial decision. Yes, I have the SH Figuarts Jango Fett hanging out on my main display. Little small, little thin, little wobbly in the torso. Just overall, when it comes to displaying with the rest of the figures, he looks best. He looks better than the Black Series. Darth Nihilus, I have no connection to, but it looks badass, especially after I replaced the legs with Kylo's, gave him some height, gave him a different cape. Yeah, and then Dryden Voss. I mean, it's got a color change gimmick. It's a cool looking figure. Model Kit Grievous kicks the shit out of the Black Series figure. There's yet another custom R2 unit, the MAFEX Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, and he's in front of the Black Series bounty hunters. Even Greedo. I love them all. And then up top is some stuff I need to find more room for. They just don't have a place yet. The Model Kit hologram Darth Vader, the big ass gun wielding Mando. That thing is awesome. It's just too big to go on the main shelf. Of course, there's the Stormtrooper with the dewback. Is this old J-Jaw hologram Emperor? Yeah. What is your bidding, my master? Again, one of those older droidicas. I actually snapped a joint on that one, so it needs fixed. 3D printed skiff that is way too big. Again, I need to find the display. And in fact, talking about that, I don't have the Black Series TIE Fighter or Snowspeeder up here either. Again, looking for space. But then there's the SH Figuarts Mall Speeder and a custom table, again, from old J-Jaw Customs. And then who's hanging out in front of all that? Of course. So yeah, not very short and sweet, but that's the display as it is right now. I need more room, I think. There's a little bit here and there. I could squash people back together. And I know there's going to be comments of, they're just standing there. They're action figures. They need action. But in order to fit this many figures in this small a display, you have to kind of yearbook it. But I do have more room back there on the hero shelf, back on the villain shelf. Maybe a few more troopers. December 2020, the Robo display of Star Wars. Maybe when I get over here and dust and rearrange and stand stuff back up, we'll take a look at the Marvel stuff.